Today I have for you some fun, inexpensive Dollar Tree fall crafts that you are going to love. They're easy, they're quick, and I know that you can do them. Let's get started.
So you know that me and my kiddos love heading out to Dollar Tree and finding new items to craft with, especially for fall. I also went to Dollar General and found these beautiful bowls for just $1, which is why I grabbed them there. But Dollar Tree does have them as well for $1.25. I also grabbed these lights. These are fall leaves lights. They're LED lights and they're battery operated at Dollar Tree. So really cool deal. They come 10 lights in a pack. I'm going to use my little wood burner here and I'm going to just kind of dent the edge of it so that I can place the little cord from the battery pack. That way, when I put the other bowl on top, it's going to be nice and seamless. I'm also going to use some of this duct tape from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tape the battery pack right there to the back of the bowl. I'm going to use a smaller little piece of tape, and I'm going to place it halfway through the light string on the opposite bowl. This is so that lights can hang down inside the bowl because we're creating a lighted pumpkin for fall. So I'm just going to use my wood burner again to kind of solder the edges so that I'd have a seamless line instead of using hot glue, which kind of clumps up a little bit. The wood burning tool really makes it seamless. Once it was completely soldered, you can tell that it is nice and secure. I'm going to take these wood stems from Dollar Tree. These are the thicker kind. You can also find these smaller, thinner ones as well. I'm going to use my wood burning tool again to just flatten out the little tiny piece that was underneath the bowl that just made it a little wobbly. Once it was flat, I'm going to hot glue 3 wood stems. In the end, I ended up adding a 4th one later on because it was not tall enough. This ribbon is from Dollar Tree's ribbon section. Oh my goodness, they have really stepped up the ribbon game this year for fall. Beautiful styles and decor. I'm going to take this piece, just wrap it around the stem of the pumpkin and make a very simple bow. You know what I'm talking about. Just a 2-loop bow, nothing fancy, nothing major. I'm going to fluff it up just a little bit. And of course, we are going to dovetail cut the ends so that it looks nice, neat, and clean, professional. Now I'm going to add some florals here and there. These are all from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut a couple stems and just hot glue it behind the bow. Friends, I want to remind you that my Amazon store is always linked down below in the description box. If I mention that I get something on Amazon, chances are it is in my Amazon store. If you follow me there as well, you'll be able to be notified anytime I add any new products. So make sure you check it out. Again, it is linked down below. To finish it off, I am going to add this Dollar Tree floral. I love this color. I love them. They're so large. And look how stunning this pumpkin looks. I am also going to show you a picture of it in the dark, and I think it's so beautiful. I wanna do what you want to.
If you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you take a second and give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up really helps my channel grow and it helps this video reach more people.
For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this leftover sign that I did a while back with scrap wood. It never sold in my booth, so I'm just going to reuse it for this hack here. I'm just going to paint the edges and a little bit overlapping on top with Waverly chalk paint in the white. This is because we're going to cover the top, but I do want those edges to be nice and white. I'm going to use this vinyl from Dollar Tree. It is their buffalo check one, and I am loving it. Seriously, if you have not crafted with Dollar Tree vinyls, they have such a selection, and I just love using them for crafts. This plaid one or buffalo check one is perfect for this one. I marked where I needed to cut, and I'm just going to cut it to size. But once I had it cut, I did want it to have a wiggly lines on the edges, just like a wiggly cut instead of a straight cut. And now it's time to apply it onto the board, and basically I'm just going to remove the backing and place it right on top. Once I placed it on top, I realized that the edges were not cut in deep enough. So I did use my X-Acto knife to bring those edges in a little bit further to expose a little bit more of that white edge. And again, I'm keeping that wiggly cut motion.
got you, and you got me too.
Once I had it where I wanted it, I'm going to measure the board because we are going to create a fall sign, but we're not going to use any cutting machine. I'm going to use some poster board here from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to mark the space, the length, and the height that I want the letters to be. We're making an F, an L, and an L. The A is going to be a flower we're going to add in a little bit. Once I had the length, the height, and the width that I wanted, I'm just going to start marking and creating the letters using my square ruler.
I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away.
Once I had the letters all finished, it was time to start cutting them using my X-Acto knife. I found that the X-Acto knife gave me a very straight, seamless cut, but of course you can always use scissors, and be careful if you're using an X-Acto knife. So I'm just going to keep cutting until I have all 3 letters cut.
Someday, someday, I've been saving you.
Friends, I also found these 3 beautiful fall themed color vinyls at Dollar Tree. This is the 6-inch one. I am loving these colors. Perfect for fall. So many possibilities that you can create with these. I'm going to cut a piece big enough to cover each letter, and I'm just going to place it on top. Then I'm going to flip them over, and using my X-Acto knife again, I'm just going to cut off the excess vinyl.
Me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and say.
And I'll repeat the process with the other 2 letters. You can actually do this just with the vinyl. You do not need the poster board, and then you can just paste or apply the vinyl onto the board. I just thought it would be a little easier to do it with poster board, and it worked out for me, but just use whatever you feel you can do. All right, so now it's time to place them on top of the board here, and I'm just going to use one of those other flowers again from Dollar Tree as the A, and I'm just going to hot glue it in place. I thought this would be the easiest thing, and it really held on really well onto that vinyl. So I'm just going to apply the F and the L first on both ends, and then I'll know where to place the other 2 items. So I'm going to place the L and then the flower.
Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime.
And we're just about done with this one. It's definitely one of my favorites. I love reusing decor that doesn't sell, or maybe even old decor that you have at home. This one is stunning, and we use no cutting machine. I absolutely love it.
What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere.
If you enjoy DIY home decor, this is the channel for you. I post every single week, so make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that notification bell so you do not miss any of the content.
For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this leftover summer tag sign that I had and purchased but never used it during the summer. I'm going to remove everything from it, including the glitter that it has, and I'm going to use my electric sander. Although you can do this by hand with a sanding block, I have found that the electric sander is so much quicker and more effective. I'm going to wipe it down really, really well because we are going to be covering it with this beautiful planked crafting paper that I got. I believe it was at Michael's. It was a long time ago. And then once I had it measured, I'm just going to add some glue stick onto that portion, apply the crafting paper, and then whatever is left over, I'm going to apply it on the top.
You had me at hello.
Once again, I'm going to use my rotary cutter just to cut off the excess, but you can certainly use scissors if you do not have a rotary cutter, although I do have one on my Amazon store, which is really good. I'm going to use this little tiny wreath from Target Dollar Spot. I use these all the time. They're so versatile. They're $3, and I have used them over and over again. I'm going to hot glue it to the top of the tag. Once again, Dollar Tree has such a selection of ribbon, and we're going to use that same one from earlier, and we're going to make a multiple loop bow, but very simple again. Just loop it several times, scrunch it in the middle, and secure it with some jute string.
'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I
I am then going to hot glue it to the top of the wreath form. We're going to keep this very simple, not too many florals and decor. I am going to add some of these, I think they're cranberries. You get them at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut a couple of the branches off of it and hot glue it to the back.
And you got me too.
These window clings from Dollar Tree are the perfect alternative if you do not have a cutting machine but want to have beautiful custom signs. I'm going to use this one here. Now, of course, it's not going to stick to paper. I am going to spray the back of it with some adhesive spray and then apply it to the bottom of the tag. This was perfect. It really attached very well. Once it was attached, I am going to take these stickers from Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree that I go to has such a selection of stickers, and I recently found these fall theme ones. They're beautiful. I'm going to grab a few of them and just place them around the bottom sign.
I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away.
I did add a jute string to the back to be able to hang the tag, and that's it for this one. Such a beautiful one. It's actually quite large, and I just love how festive it is, and we did not spend a lot of money at all. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this beautiful yarn I found at Dollar Tree. Holy smokes, these are so soft. You can, oh my god, the camera does not do it justice. They are beautiful colors and such soft texture. I am going to take these foam balls also from Dollar Tree. You can find these in the floral section, and I'm going to use 4 of them, 2 of the large ones and 2 of the small ones. I'm going to hot glue just a tiny little piece of the yarn, and then I'm just going to wrap them around. I am going to create some fuzzy, comfy fall style spears that we can use in any decor, and it's simple. All you have to do is just keep wrapping it around until you do not see any more of the foam.
You had me at a low.
At the end, you just want to add a little tiny bit of hot glue and then secure the end portion of the yarn so that it does not go anywhere. And I'm going to repeat the process with all 3 other balls and using different color yarns.
You can ride out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday. Someday. I've been saving you.
Friends, I would love to connect with you on Instagram as well as Facebook. I have those links in the description box as well. Check them out, and when you're there, say hi to me. I'd love to say hi and connect with you there. And this is the last one, and I just love this red. It could also be used for Christmas, so keep that in mind. Actually, the white one as well, because it kind of looks like snowy. I just love these colors, and I hope they start bringing more and more of these beautiful, vibrant colors. All right, so at the end here, I am going to show you how I'm going to style these and how I would do it. I would take maybe something like this cutting board, and I'm just going to start placing some greenery, some pumpkins, a lot of texture and colors for the fall season. And I'm just going to start placing the balls or the spheres right around them. I'm also going to add another pumpkin just to add a little bit more color. But imagine the possibilities. You can add these anywhere in your decor, and I think they would be beautiful. I'm also going to show you what I did with the leftover yarn. I just placed them in a wire basket, and it turned out so stinking cute.
You had me at a low. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else.
All right, friends, I cannot choose. If I would have to choose, I'd say maybe this one, the fall sign, but I love the pumpkin too. You're gonna have to let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know in the comments. If you are visiting for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you consider joining our YouTube family. And if you are returning, welcome back. As always, I'm gonna have another video here with tons more fall Dollar Tree inspiration for you and a playlist, so check them out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.